fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. And a tough take on an inside sinker that just missed for ball 3.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Payoff pitch coming from Lester. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The 1-1. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. A solid start to this one for John Lester. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Zach Davies, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink. Has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight changeup. He needs all 4 of his pitches, not overpowering. You'll know if he's on early, he'll be throwing a lot of ground balls.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off. Here's Chris Bryant now. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He carries a .393 batting average. He's taken him deep once. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Happ gets his lead at first, nobody out. High and deep to right center. Kane going back to the track. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Here comes the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Braun has a read on it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. But he will just, in fact, draw a throw. And he might have been better served to try and test it that time, but instead he stays at third with 1 away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. In his career against his opponent on the mound, he has a lifetime average of over 400. That's a lot of success, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him have some really good at-bats and make a difference in this one.
So a 3-run blast is straight away left, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. Runs up and gets this one down. Shaw scoops it up, but the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
No balls and one strike.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Russell behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's 3-0 Chicago. Here's Ryan Braun now. He'll get us started in the top of the second, and he'll step off. Now the first pitch here from Lester. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Under it is Rizzo. 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Late that time for a strike. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start. I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. This one's down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Cubs lead it 3-0. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Hayward, or often just J-Hay, who was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Christian Yelich, former Gold Glove winner in 2014, covers a ton of ground out there and don't test the arm.
Here's Javier Baez. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He brings with him a .313 batting average. Here comes the first pitch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there are 2 away now.
Batting ninth, pitcher, John Lester.
Digging in, John Lester, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Liner toward right center. But he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to this MLB Network broadcast from Wrigley Field. Digging in now for the Brewers, Manny Pena. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Happ is after it, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there's 1 away now. So stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a ball, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Jonathan Villar goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Zach Davies. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail in this one 3-0. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And this is taken out there by Braun for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs,
Digging in to try it again, Chris Bryant. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This one is launched. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.